Summer vacations for teenagers are typically reserved for family vacations and fun with friends. But for 10 seniors that have grown up playing football together, a 4,600-mile round trip to Vancouver, British Columbia, and a strenuous hike to 9,000 feet proved to be the most challenging adventure of their lives.
3-hour flight to Seattle, and then like a 12-hour drive on a school bus all the way across the border. Then we got to like a ferry, and we had to ride like a 45-minute ferry, and then we started hiking, and first day, man, was the killer. Because, I mean, like, the whole time you're like, oh, it's hiking, so it's not gonna be that hard. Like, I mean, you just have to walk, and then once you put on a 50-pound pack and you're walking an incline, it gets hard. Well, once we started hiking, it was probably the third day. Once you get to a certain altitude, it was just snow. Yeah, and we had to camp out in a little microwave bowl. The wind wasn't too harsh. We had to ice pick our tents down to the ground. And I mean, it wasn't that bad during the day, but once the sun went down and it was cold, it got cold. At night, you had to make sure you had dry socks when you were sleeping, or you were miserable.
There's no other feeling than waking up and opening a tent and seeing white on the ground and mountains as far as you can see. There's nothing in the world like it. It's an experience that you can't even imagine. You just have to be there. Pictures don't do justice.
We probably went to bed around 9 or 10 is when the sun went down. And then in the morning, our guides would wake up I think it was about 4 o'clock when the sun would rise on the mountain, and they would start singing a song, and we would all just wake up, and we were all mad. Tyler was the maddest.
5:30 in the morning, that was just, especially the songs they sung when they woke us up, that was the most annoying thing.
This 6-day backpacking excursion was done through Young Life, a non-denominational ministry to teenagers that's been a big part of these young men's lives. Since their freshman season, defensive backs coach Matt Sanchez has led this group both on and off the field. The previous 2 summers, they spent time in Colorado at Frontier Ranch and Crooked Creek.
A Young Life goes after every kid, but often we spend time with athletes because athletes are looking for adventure, and they get that on the field, and we take them on adventure trips all the time. And through that, these relationships keep growing and growing, and trust is built on these trips. That transfers onto the field, where athletes can trust each other on a backpacking trip, and then they know they can trust each other on the field.
I mean, there was time in the locker room where I'm dying, and I'm thinking, this is not even half of what we did in Canada. So, I mean, if we can do what we did in Canada, we can definitely pull through and win this football game.
I think being together definitely made us stronger together, but stronger within ourselves. And if we can climb a mountain, I think we can do just about anything.
Keller has already won as many games this season as they did last year. All of the hard work and time spent together is paying big dividends, but they feel like the best is yet to come. For the core group of the team, being able to conquer the mountains of Colorado and Canada the last 3 summers has helped build all of the intangibles that coaches love: strength, character, and mental toughness.
It helped me a lot with my faith. It helped me a lot become a better person, a better friend, because you can really see your flaws whenever you go to something like that. You can see the flaws that you have in life.
Being up in the mountains, we all had time to talk about things and focus on stuff that we couldn't focus on here in Keller.
Head coach Carl Strelo is now in his 4th year at Keller. This senior class is the first group that he's coached all 4 years, and according to senior linebacker Connor Killian, the team has bought into his message.
Keller is not known for their football. He says, but y'all definitely have the opportunity to change that. He says, y'all are a great group, y'all are close, y'all have a great bond, and people will remember you because you were definitely a group that can take Keller to places that Keller's never been. And that's definitely what we want to be whenever we leave. That's the kind of legacy we want